We are a week into the NBA season, and the Knicks and Nets are starting over again. And with new players and head coaches added to the mix for both squads, are fans going to see more excitement and victories, or are they in for the same old familiar scenario? Now, the big question for both teams is progress as the season continues or regress before things get better. Joining me in the studio today is Eric Hicks of GameOverNYC.com. Eric, welcome back, man.
Man, I'm glad to be back. This is my time of year. You know that.
I know basketball, football, all that stuff. But before we get started into our conversation, you know, the basketball community lost one of its great coaches this week. Jack Ringo.
My man Jack Ringo. I was shocked to hear a couple of days ago that he passed away. Jack, a very, very good man, coached at Grady High School for many, many years there. In fact, he was Quincy Doobie's coach, who Quincy went on and played in the NBA for a little while there. Jack was a good dude. When I first started Game Over, he was one of the guys that gave me a shot, unknown company, and allowed me to do the uniforms and things like that. When we did a special tribute for Hoops for Heroes, it was called, for the 9/11 victims of 9/11. He was one of our volunteer coaches. It was a really good man, sweet man, and sorry to see him go.
And he also coached at a different time, different place. Brooklyn was New York City basketball.
Yeah, and he had some of the great ones, man. But he was one of the coaches. He wasn't a yeller and a screamer. He was cool, calm. I mean, he was good. He was a gentleman. And I was shocked because it seems like he only retired like 10 years ago, maybe less than that. And for me to hear that he passed away was kind of sad.
And also, the coaches coach for the love of coaching, not for, I guess, the pot of gold.
Well, you know what it is he cared about the kids. I mean, I think even when Quincy was a rookie, Jack kind of followed him around throughout his NBA career from his rookie year, a couple of years there, just to make sure that Quincy was cool, Quincy was okay. So Jack was a good dude, man, cared about the kids.
All right, more Grady news also, Rolando Blackman, right?
Well, it's actually Rolando Blackman's son. I just got back from Dallas. Rolando Blackman's son, Vernell Blackman, just married Jessica.
And for those who don't know who Rolando Blackman is, he played with the Knicks, played also the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas Mavericks until Dirk Nowitzki. He was Dallas Mavericks all-time leading scorer, 4-time NBA All-Star, signature moment in the NBA All-Star game when he hit 2 free throws to tie up the game, to put it in the overtime, and the West went on to win. So I would say Rolando Blackman might be arguably the best player to come out of Brooklyn.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, I got to start a little trouble. That's my man, Ro.
Bernard King, Albert King, world be free.
All right, so he's definitely top 5. Hey, Ro's my man. And I mean, you know, Ro used to light us up here in New York, and Ro was a heck of a player. Like I said, 4-time NBA All-Star. So.
All right. That's questionable.
All
okay,
right,
I'll give you that.
I love Bernard King.
Okay, I know. Bernie was the man, too, for the Knicks. What's happening at the Stydome?
Stydome, Scrimmage Wars, man. I mean, Scrimmage Wars has been going on. It's a high school basketball tournament, but they're not normally games. They're scrimmages, and we set them up into action this year. Every year we seem to surpass some of the talent and some of the things that go on. Some of the top high school players in the New York City area at the Brooklyn Stydome, powered by Game Over. And the new thing for us now is we have an app where you can see all of the highlights and everything that's going on with Game Over and the Brooklyn Stydome. That's Game Over Sports. You can get a Google Play.
And the players get a chance to iron out the kinks before the season starts, right?
That's the purpose. We allow anywhere from 15 to 18-man rosters, so it's almost like a tryout. But you're trying out under fire, under heat, under pressure, and you really get to see what some of your kids are made of before the season starts. So that's what it was designed to do, and I must say it's been a huge success for us over there.
All right, speaking of huge success, whether how you look at it, the Knicks, the Nets right now are 1-3.
The Nets are 1-3,
right. Knicks are 1-2.
Yeah.
All right, let's start out.
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, let's take the Nets first of all.
And they have a new coach.
Yeah,
Both
Kenny Atkins he's a great coach. All right, I had heard about him before he got to the Nets, and then just watching what the Nets are trying to do, he's a great coach. Do they have the personnel to actually do what needs to be done to win in this league right now? I really don't think so. Where the top scorer is averaging 16 points a game. It's
Jeremy Lin. You got
Jeremy Lin.
Right.
Yeah, you got Jeremy Lin. You got Brook Lopez. It's just tough. The offense is great because they move the ball. The ball doesn't stick. That's new wave NBA.
How about defenses?
Defensively, it's not working. Teams against them are averaging 110 points a game, which in the NBA you can't give up 110 points per game and only make 98.
Also, we have Isaiah Whitehead, who's a rookie. He's in his rookie year. There's talk that he may go to the D League. He may go back.
Well,
they're not sure.
Well, I heard that he was going to split time with the D League.
Okay.
He's getting about 11 minutes a game now. He's averaging 3 points a game. I actually got up at 4 o'clock this morning and rewatched the Nets versus the Bulls game just for you guys.
Right.
And I watched Isaiah, and he's comfortable.
Okay.
Isaiah's a big, strong kid. He fits. It's going to take time. Being successful in the NBA sometimes is luck, and I think he might be lucky that he's on a team that's not expected to do much. So his minutes should go up, and if it's going to happen, it's going to happen for him here in Brooklyn.
Especially if they don't perform well over the course of the season. Hopefully they will.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for them. It's really going to be tough. I just don't think they have the firepower. You know, you got Bogdanovich and Jeremy Lin, and they're both averaging 15, 16 points a game. That's not going to get it done. But let me just say this.
Okay.
Jeremy Lin can play.
Right.
So he's worth going out there and checking the Nets out.
You think he doesn't get enough credit because he is Asian?
I think he's gotten enough credit, man.
He does?
This guy
Okay.
took the world by storm.
That's true.
And he's lived up to it. He can play.
That's true.
He can play.
And anytime, if you're in the NBA, you can play.
There's not too many scrubs. I don't think there's any scrubs in the NBA.
Right,
So
even if you're sitting last man on the bench.
yeah, so if you want to look at Jeremy Lin taking for granted, it's a big mistake.
All right.
Play.
Knicks, man. New coach also,
Let me
Jeff
flip the
Hornacek.
page. Yeah, Jeff Hornacek and the Knicks. I think what's going to happen with the Knicks is they possibly can sneak into that last spot playoff-wise.
Okay.
But the most important thing for the Garden and the fans, they're going to be very, very exciting. Derrick Rose is an exciting highlight play, one after another.
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah. I have a little history with Joakim Noah. R.I.P. Tyrone Green, his father figure here in New York. Joakim Noah's a good kid, 100% hustle, 150% heart.
Now, the big question is, this triangle offense, they seem like he is just hell-bent on this triangle thing.
The games that I've watched, the triangle is just another way for spacing, as they say.
Right.
I don't think that they're locked into the triangle offense the way that they were. And I think that's a great thing. They've kind of gotten more flexible with that because you've got multiple players now that can break guys down off the dribble, can beat their men one-on-one. So it's not that triangle offense myth. I mean, Phil had to let that go a little bit, I think.
Right, after seeing that it failed in so many ways over.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of outdated. The NBA changes and the athletes change and different things evolve, and you have to evolve with the NBA. And sometimes the old school guys don't want to evolve, and they get lost, man.
Right.
And
So
you lose.
How do you see the Knicks doing over the course of the season, though?
Okay.
Because right now it's still early. I mean, anything can happen.
This thing about teams have to gel and they have to get used to each other. I am a firm believer in that, but still, the one thing about the Knicks is you do have guys, I hate to say it, that are injury prone. And the NBA championships or NBA games towards the end of the season are always affected by injuries. So it's a matter of how healthy can these guys stay. Can Derrick Rose stay healthy?
That's true.
Can Joakim Noah stay healthy?
That's true, because all the jokes about him, right?
Right. Can Carmelo Anthony stay healthy? Right? So it's a matter of if they can stay healthy. I think in a best-case scenario, they sneak into that last spot, and then anything can happen because somebody can get hurt on another team.
That's true. Eric, thanks for coming back.
Man, I'm glad to be back. Good to see you.
And hopefully we'll see you around maybe the course of the season, especially before playoff time.
Absolutely.
All right.